Do,
the life
do,
of
do,
a plant cell.
do. Bum, 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 bum. In comparison to me, student driver, Fredley Kaepernick, and my father, Mr. Kaepernick, with our red convertible. Cell wall. The cell wall of a plant cell supports and protects the plant cell. Like the cell wall, the car frame gives the vehicle shape and protects all parts inside the car, including our courageous student driver, Fredley Kaepernick, and his even more courageous parent and driving teacher, Mr. Kaepernick. The cell wall is the outermost layer of the plant cell. The wall is stiff and inflexible and is made out of long chains of cellulose.
Go.
The frame of the car, of course, is also very stiff and is built out of steel.
Plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is a very important part of the plant cell. It controls what goes in and out of the plant cell. Like the plant's membrane, the car doors, windows, and for this car, a convertible top allow the student driver and his brave parent, any cargo they carry, and any garbage in the car to move in and out of the vehicle. The cell can't survive without a plasma membrane because it must allow both nutrients and waste to pass through its membrane. A car cannot function or stay clean unless people and other items can pass in and out of the car. Let's go that way.
Nucleus. While Mr. Capernickel may be nervous, student driver Fredley controls the movements of the car. Fredley is the nucleus of the car. The nucleus of a plant cell regulates the cell's activities. The nucleus is a large organelle near the center of the plant cell. When Fredley is behind the wheel of the car, he is also near the center of the vehicle, and having just turned 16, he is also large.
The nucleus is typically small spherical organelle found inside the nucleus of a plant cell. The nucleolus is the site where ribosomes are built before they move out of the nucleus. Fredley's heart is found inside Fredley and it's spherical.
Endoplasmic reticulum, smooth and rough ER. Because it is hard to say endoplasmic reticulum of the plant cell, it is abbreviated ER. The ER is the cell's transportation system and is a system of tubes and sacs. The ER helps molecules move from one part of the cell to another. In our car, there is an electrical system that is made of a lot of wires and help move electricity from one area of the car to another. There are two types of ER, rough ER and smooth ER. When you look at rough ER under a microscope, you will see small dots of ribosomes. This is what gives the ER its rough appearance. Rough ER allows proteins to be transported from the cell to the cell membrane. The car's electrical system allows electricity to move from the battery to the rest of the car to help the car run. Smooth ER is not covered in ribosomes, so it looks smooth. Smooth ER's transportation system helps certain types of cells function. For example, it helps liver cells break down toxic substances, and it helps muscle cells regulate calcium levels. The car's electrical system allows the control of the electricity to help the car perform certain functions. For example, the electrical system sends electricity to help start the car, and it can also send electricity to help control the air conditioner to regulate the temperature of the car.
Chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are a distinguishing organelle of the plant cell because chloroplasts are only found in plant cells. Chloroplasts convert the energy from the sun into chemical energy. The car has a feature that is analogous to the chloroplast. Can you guess what it is? If you guess the engine, you are right. The engine converts the gasoline into energy that makes the wheels move so our student driver can get to In-N-Out Burger for lunch.
Mitochondria. Mitochondria is the organelle where the energy of the organic compounds is converted to ATP. ATP is the cell's main energy source. Like the mitochondria, the car has a battery that converts energy to be used to power the car's equipment. All cars need a battery because the battery powers the vehicle with energy. A battery typically looks like a bread box and has a smooth outer layer that holds water, acid, and battery cells that have many plates to create a large surface area for the battery to create electricity. The mitochondria has a smooth outer membrane and an inner membrane made up of cristae. Cristae are long folds that enlarge the surface area of the inner membrane, allowing for more surface area to have chemical reactions to create the ATP.
Cytoplasm. The area of a plant cell in the cell membrane where the organelles are contained is called the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is similar to the interior space and air inside the car. It holds all of the car's parts like the engine, seats, and passengers. The cytoplasm of the car is where our brave student driver and a somewhat nervous parent teacher sit.
Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus packages and sends proteins throughout the cell. Like the Golgi apparatus, the gas tank of a car contains gasoline and sends it throughout the car. The Golgi apparatus is the system of membranes like the pipes that run from the gas tank to the engine. Ribosomes. Ribosomes can be the most numerous organelle in the cell. Unlike most other organelles, ribosomes do not have a membrane surrounding it. A ribosome is made up of two organic compounds, proteins and RNA. Ribosomes are critical to the production of proteins, and without protein, the plant would not survive. Gasoline in the car is like ribosomes because the gasoline is made up of organic compound oil. There is a lot of gasoline that can be stored in the car, so it is numerous, and gasoline, like protein, is critical to the car's ability to function. Vacuole. The trunk of a car is used to store equipment, food, liquids, and other items. The plant cell's vacuole is a fluid-filled organelle that stores waste and other solid substances, like enzymes. The trunk of a car can be a large part of the car and can take up most of the car's space. The vacuole is very large and could occupy up to 90% of the plant cell. While the trunk of this car is fairly small, not all car trunks are the same size, and neither are the vacuoles of each plant cell.
Flagella. Flagella looks like a hair extending from the plant cell. The flagella helps the car move. For the Capernicles family car, the tires are like the flagella. They help the car move. They are named flagella because there are less on a plant cell and there are only 4 wheels on a car. The flagella is used in a cell to move it around.
Lysosome. A lysosome digests molecules, old organelles, and foreign substances in the plant cell. An air filter takes in dirty and congested air and filters out the clean air. Lysosomes are small spherical organelles like how the filter of a small circular shape.
Connor! Connor! Stop!
It's a circle of life. Good.